YouTube, this is Trey here with Mixcat Computers. Today we are looking at a Dell XPS M1730. It's one of the nicer models, a little newer. It's got a wonderful little problem with it. Typical of a lot of other systems we work here in the shop. It comes on, it boots, everything appears to be working, but no image on the screen. So we're actually going to take a look at the graphics chip today, and we're going to get that fixed and make sure that this is all working. As you can see, we've already started to partially disassemble this system, so it's going to be a pretty quick little take it apart and we'll get it all going. That's your LVDS cable for your monitor. Normally there would be screws here, 4 on the keyboard. We've already taken those out, so you're not going to get to see that. Just slide it up and pop it out. Now on these you want to be careful because they got a backlit keyboard. And that means you're going to have a little cable right here that you've got to get to pop up. So we just use our little screwdriver to release the tabs. Cable comes out and the keyboard comes off. If you damage this cable, not necessarily mandatory for the laptop to work, but your backlight on your keyboard no longer works, so you won't be able to see it in the dark. This is a gaming computer, so they are designed to be seen in the dark. Just unplug all this. Alright, now you can see here we have the motherboard. This is the heatsink and the mounting spot for the CPU, which is actually on the reverse side. It is not user accessible. Since we're technicians though, we can actually end up pulling this whole board out if we want to upgrade those CPUs. If my memory serves me correctly, these support a 1066 frontside bus, so if you wanted to, you could throw a 2.56 gigahertz or 2.53 gigahertz quad core chip in here. It'd be pretty fast with that, and 8 gigs of RAM, of course. Now here, there's your graphics card. Appearance of it, got a little dust in there. Nothing major really, no big deal. But this, yeah, this is a beast. Dual GPUs on a laptop. In case anyone who wants to see it. If what we looked up was correct, this is dual 9600s in an SLI mode with a gig of dedicated video memory. Not bad. That will definitely run some Halo or Call of Duty or Medal of Honor or World of Warcraft or whatever flavor game you like to use. What?
Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, Star Wars: The Old Republic. One of our new favorites here in the shop. Especially since you can play it for free. Alright, and as you can see here, the fins are pretty clean because we did do a little preliminary cleaning on the system just before taking it all apart, just to make sure that we're not going to be exposed to too much dust or other stuff that we really don't want to be breathing in our closed office area. So we blow these out outside. Just going to go ahead and free up the heatsink here and get this board ready for a reflow. Now let's pull that heatsink off. she is. And you can see you get the dual GPUs on there, lots of RAM, and then you've got your little SLI bridge here in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and point that out. That's your SLI bridge. This is a pretty awesome little card. It comes right off there. And the last part to take off is the sticker on the back. A lot of people who've seen our videos, they don't necessarily think they need to take the sticker off. We've gotten them in after they've tried doing a reflow on it and they didn't take the sticker off, and usually what happens is all of these small components that are underneath the stickers end up shifting because the solder gets soft and the sticker melts and the plastic starts to shift and pull everything off with it. Not a fun little process to try to repair every single one of those tiny components. Not something you want to do. Always remove any plastics around the area that are going to be reflowed. If you don't, you're asking for trouble. Okay, there we go. Back of the board's nice and clean now. We're going to go ahead and go reflow this. Alright, now here we are. We've got the board with the dual GPUs mounted up onto the reflow station. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set our cable here. A little tricky to do this one-handed. And I just want to make sure it's fairly centered on the chip right there. And we're going to add our flux. Just until it starts to come out from the edges on the sides. Doesn't need a lot, just a little bit. And now we center our heat source. And adjust our height. And we hit go. And once again, we're going to be doing this twice because we got two GPUs here. Alright, there's the first one. That one's done. I'll go ahead and raise it up. And we're going to readjust our position for the sensor. Now come here. Add my flux in. And we hit go. Now that one's done. And we just gotta turn on the fan, cool them off. Alright, now that we got the board reflowed, we're gonna go ahead and throw all the stickers and mounts back on. Mount this in here and give it some testing. Always remember to be kind of gentle with these. You don't want to warp them or flex them. Now for testing purposes, we only need a couple screws. The ones we want to use are maybe right here, that go into the heat sinks and the chassis and hold this graphics card in place. Screen back on. Peripheral devices.
Yeah, that's what you did there. That's what I would have done.
take our power cord. And there we go. We have image again. System's fortunately working now, and we're going to button it all up the rest of the way. Go ahead and throw it in the windows and put it through test mode. And that's the reflow process on the Dell XPS M1730. Thanks guys, and enjoy.